Hi guys, I am back with another video, and this is actually my first story time. I initially wanted another story time to be my first one, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna make them wait for that one. I gotta, I can't give it to you right off the top like that.
Give it to them dry like that. You gotta get that shit wet first, nigga. Like, come on now. You gotta prep them for shit like that. They can't just get that shit right off the top. Like, you gotta bring that shit back. Bring that shit the fuck back.
Holiday season.
I'm gonna give y'all the rundown of what I do in my
time. So, I'm a Lyft driver, and with that being said, yeah, there's so many things I want to explain about Lyft, but I'm trying to put 3 story times in one. All about Lyft occasions and stories and stuff like that.
Get straight into it. So, if you don't know what Lyft is basically Uber, but with a different name. So, I drive for Lyft, and
when you accept a ride, you're basically accepting the fact that you may have to drive 17 minutes to somebody, and then your ride starts once you pick them up. So, on the way to there, you don't get anything. Only way you get anything is like, say,
if, for instance, if you're
10 minutes away, and you start driving, and 6 minutes in, they cancel. Because it's over 5 minutes, you get $5 for that. If it's before then, you don't get anything. So you'll just be driving and nothing happens.
So the day before, this was a Friday night, I'm telling y'all the story, but the day it was Thursday night that I was driving, and every ride that I accepted canceled on me. I have a picture of all my canceled rides. Hopefully I can put it in somewhere over here or whatever.
Friday comes. So I'm like, okay, it's Friday night. It's gonna be a good night. I hope I get some good rides. I turn it on.
I turn it on. As soon as I turn it on, I get a ride. I'm like, okay, cool. So her name is Phoebe, and she's in like downtown Tampa, Soho area, whatever. So I get to her. She's with another girl when I pick her up. Mind you, when I get to her, I call her. I was like, hey, Phoebe, I'm outside. I don't know exactly where you are. Would you mind meeting me at the corner or somewhere? So she's like
screaming in the phone, like, yeah, I'm coming. Blah, 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 blah.
So I'm just thinking, like, why are you screaming? One. Okay. I'm just thinking in my head, like, it's gonna be one interesting night. I knew it. I knew from the first instant. I was like, okay, this is gonna be exciting. I go to the club where they're at, and I'm sitting outside. I start my timer. Once you start your timer, they have 5 minutes to get to you, and then if they don't come to you within 5 minutes, you could either leave or you could call them and say, hey, I've been waiting here for 5 minutes. But
I'ma leave, because by the time I waited for you for 5 minutes, it already done charged you $5. You gonna be mad. And now I gotta go, but if you request me again, I'm not coming back for you because you're gonna be mad. You're gonna give me a bad rating. Not gonna happen, boo. Not gonna happen, boo boo. So I'm just
like, whatever. I picked them up. I think one of the girls got scared that she had to get in the car with a black driver, which was me. So I pulled up, and the girl was like, you know what, Phoebe, I'm gonna stay. And Phoebe was like, I could tell she looked at her like, in her head, she was like, bitch, you tried it. You tried it. We requested this ride together and you finna leave me. It's like going to the club and leaving without your friend. Shit you don't do. What some of y'all low-life friends be doing. Anyways. So Phoebe got in the car, and she seemed so jittery. Like, it was like, she was like looking around and checking her surroundings and stuff. So I'm just like, it's weird. I'm thinking it's weird. Maybe she was drinking and she was, filling her liquor or something. So we get in the car. She didn't have an address listed at first, and then after a while it said ping, the address came up. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We're going to St. Pete, which is like, her ride was like 28 minutes. In my head I'm thinking, yes,
that's some money for me. That's some
money. But I'm thinking, it just was weird how she was acting. I'll later tell y'all why she was acting this way. So she just kept looking back, and I'm just like, there's no one in my back seat. What are you looking at? There is nobody back there. Stop looking back. First 5 minutes, she wasn't saying anything. She didn't say anything at all. Mind you, I have an auxiliary in my car, so I was like, hey, if you want to play any music you like to listen to, you can listen to it. You can play your own music. And she was like, no thanks, but thank you, that was very kind. No one has ever offered me that. And I was like, okay, cool, Then, I don't know what jumped in her body, what told her to just start expelling out information. But, oh, I missed the important part. So her phone rings.
And she's like this, y'all. Okay, goodbye.
Bitch, why is you whispering? You in my car, what you whispering for? I'm looking like, what is going on? Now all the information start coming out. She started just dishing shit. I was wondering why. I won't lie, I did notice.
Honestly, truly,
I did notice a car following me. It was a white truck, and it was a white Range Rover. That's why I was like, who following me in the range? So I'm like, okay, somebody following me. But I didn't really, I thought, I was in my head, I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going the same way I'm going. Maybe they're going across the bridge. So I'm like, this is just so crazy. I want to get all of it out, but I can't. So I'm like, she said something like, I didn't want to leave. And I was like, well, why did you leave the club so early? She was like, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yes, be honest with me. I want you to. So she's like.
So I met a guy. This is when I used to live in Kansas. And basically he gave me $10,000. Things just wasn't working out. And I left him. And now I'm in Florida. And now he's in Florida. And I don't have a job. I just party. He wants his money back. And I'm not giving it to him. And I talked to like another fuckboy.
Exactly what she said. I didn't say it. She said it.
So yeah, I'm talking to another fuckboy and I'm not giving him his money back. And he's stalking me.
The whole time in my head, I'm thinking, am I going to get my money for this? Like, what? You
took $10,000 from somebody who you're no longer wanting to be with. And he wants his money back. And you're not giving it to him because you don't have a job. You don't intend on giving him back his money. You're dating somebody who you don't really know, or he's a fuckboy. And now...
Oh, so that's who's following me. It's the guy who wants his money. This man is following me. You done left the club early because you've been creeped out. You know somebody following you. You owe them money and you got me involved into this shit. You should be ashamed of yourself, Phoebe. Ugh. So I'm just driving. She said, turn here. And I'm like, okay. So I turned here and I took off driving. If my car was my body at that point in time, I was like this. I had to be going like 60, 70 on a residential street. Oh my God, please don't tell nobody because I do not like the law. So I cleared it. I get to a safe area, I guess, where I ain't see the car no more. And she basically is like, yeah, I don't plan on paying him back and this and this and this. So I'm just like, you got me out here wanted for $10,000 basically. I'm a accomplice to this. I'm an accomplice to you and the whatever stupid activity you got going on as a grown-ass woman that you're running from. You can't get away from this. You owe this guy $10,000. Mind you, I just remembered something else. He works in film and production. That man need his money. Give him his money. Give me my money and get out my car. I ain't say that, obviously. I did tell her she needed to come up with a decision or something. Like, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't really know you. However, I do feel like it'll be very beneficial to you in your life. Because, you know, nowadays people kill people when you owe them stuff. That, yeah, I don't see this on the news. That you give him his money or come out with a payment plan or something. I had to put my professional voice on. Like, hey, you know what, baby? You may just have to take the high road and start making payments. Don't worry about it. We won't pressure you. It's a simple, easy payment plan. Probably 10,000 payments of this amount. In my head, I'm like, you know, you should just tell him or talk to him about it. She's like, no, I don't want to talk to him. Whatever. Not my problem. She was like, drop me off here. So in my head, I'm thinking like, you wanted me to go to St. Pete at first, but you told me to drop you off here. I'm looking around like, I don't see the car. Now that I done shimmied and shook away from him, I don't see the car, but okay, you can get out. At that point in time, and then once I dropped her off, I was like, no, what if something happens to her? What if like he kidnaps her or kills her? And it's just like, I was the last person to see her besides her friend at the club. I don't want to be involved. I really don't want to be involved. These are situations that I'm just like, you don't get other people involved. Just do the right thing. Just don't have me involved. So that was the first story. So that was when I was wanted for basically $10,000. My second ride of that night, I turned off the thing to call Michael and just because you have to turn Lyft on and off. Like if you're on the phone, you don't really get a ride, so it'll just say like connectivity issues or something like that. So I turned it off and called Michael. I was like, yeah, I'm just touching base with you, checking in, see what you're doing. I'm driving. I was about to be in St. Pete, but I'm not. I just dropped some crazy lady off, whatever. So I turn it back on and I get a request. So I'm in an area that's like kind of hood, kind of not so hood. Request from Thomas, and it was I was literally like, it was instant. Like once I got it, he was literally like right over there. So all I had to do was go up to the light, make a U-turn to come get him. Driving up, I see how tall he was. I was like, damn, he like 6'4". So when he got in my car, the car kind of was like, it went down. I was like, god dang, I guess I need to have a truck for him. Whatever. He sit on, like, I'm in the driver's seat, he sit on the other side, not in the front seat, in the car, and he was super quiet. His ride was like 12 minutes. It wasn't that far, but where I was going was the hood. I knew it was the hood, so I was just like, okay. So he didn't say nothing. Like the whole ride, I'm playing my own music, you know, whatever. I offered him the auxiliary cord too. He didn't say nothing. So I'm playing my music and I'm playing Miguel. So I'm gonna just play this song because it's the song that was playing. Oh yeah! Mine's on this driving, and I hear these lips, like beautiful. Oh my god! I was like, you better. I'm in my first like, you better go off, boy. Mind you, the reason I wasn't expecting this, I forgot this part. I should have said this part first. But the reason I wasn't expecting this because he was so grungy. He was like, when he did get in the car, he was just like, what's up? That's it. That's all he said. All he said was, what's up? And he was like, I'm not trying to judge him off his looks, but he smelled like weed. And he looked like a thug, like a real thug. But I was thinking, like, thugs don't be requesting lifts and stuff. Like, I'm not saying he can't do thug-like things, but, you know, I don't want to make this seem like his... He was very hood. I'll say that. He was very hood, and I was like, wow, I was not expecting that beautiful voice to come out of a thug like that. Like, boy, you need to be on somebody, America's Got Talent, somebody group, somebody's talent show. You better go on somewhere with that boy. Stop smoking that weed and stuff, and go ahead and get you some money. Get you some money so you can buy some good weed.
You know what I mean?
Take that out. Cut. Blooper. No, but his voice was so beautiful, and I called Michael. I texted Michael. I was like, this boy he was singing in my car. Michael was like, he was singing to you. I was like, no, he wasn't singing to me. I felt like I was at his show because he was back. He was so quiet, and then he just. I ain't warm up or nothing, so please ignore my vocals right now. I am not in Beyonce mode, but I was so shocked. It was to the point where I was like, let me play another song. Let me play Beyonce, see me go off on this song. By the time the song was up, we was at our location, and I was just like, damn. Chuck the Deuce, get out, next ride. It was just so, compared to my ride before, it was so creepy, and then coming to get him a songstress, a singer, I was like, god dang, I might as well start a TV show in my car. I wish I could record these things, but I can't because that would be illegal, you know, unless I'm like, hey, sign this consent form, and then I'm driving and recording. There's just too much going on. But I was sang to by a thug. Okay, and then after I dropped him off, I met this girl. I was a little upset with her because she made me wait on her for so long. I get to the complex where she at. She told me, I called her, I'm like, hey, I'm outside. She was like, what building are you at? I was like, well, it gave me the address to here, and she was way in the back. So I was like, okay, whatever, let me go to the back. I'm going through the gate, and my car go over a speed bump. The speed bump was like, and I'm like.
I felt like I scraped my stomach. You know how sometimes you feel like your car? I felt like underneath my car is my stomach, and I felt like I scratched my stomach. I was pissed off. So I'm outside
waiting on her. She taking a very long time. She run outside, and then she's like, mind you, I'm thinking it's a man because the name say Al, which Lyft, y'all need to make it a requirement that if you request somebody, that they have a picture. And the picture be them. I'm tired of driving up the pictures, people, and it don't be who it say it is. I know you could request a ride for somebody else, but let me see somebody, you know? Let me feel like at least I know who I'm looking for when I go get somebody. Whatever. I see that her address says she going to a strip club. See if I can put the picture here. Bam, that's the address. So we going to a strip club. I'm like, oh shit, okay, whatever. So I pick her up and she's like, oh yeah, I like this music. This Miami music. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Miami, girl. What you know about this? She was like, I used to dance in Miami. I was like, girl, you used to dance in Miami. Where you danced at in Miami? She was like, Coco's, the Lex, Take One. She says, oh, The Office. I was like, girl. You was hood. She was really pretty though, really, really pretty. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this ride fun. Why y'all be dancing like this? Y'all naked and covering y'all titties still. And she was like, damn. I ain't never realized we do that, but we do that. And I was like, yeah. But I was asking her questions and stuff. She was like, yeah, I just hate that people think that I'm a hoe. And I was like, girl, people think that attractive people and people with a lot of followers or people think things like that, they think they hoes too. So it is what it is. If you know you're not a hoe, she's like, I'm not a hoe. I've only had sex with 2 lords. I was like, that's right, girl. Then she started telling me about this story of how she, in Miami, she don't like how fast it is. And she don't really talk to, she don't have many friends basically because dudes be trying to get over on them and then the girls be so stupid. Like,
so basically she had a roommate who was a dancer as well. And the roommate invited a boy over. And then the boy was like, let's go get something to eat. So I guess they went to go get something to eat. And they ended up way in like Goose or Homestead somewhere deep in Miami. Mind you, they lived in Broward.
How the hell you go from Broward way to like, almost exit 1? That's like 30, 45 minutes out. I guess they was going to get chicken from somewhere. And that chicken better been good, first of all. Dropped 30, 40 minutes. And like it was Snappers or something, but whatever. So he was like, oh, her roommate called her saying, girl, I'm on the side of the street naked. Y'all, the boy robbed her, took all her money, took all her clothes, threw her out on the side of the street, and she's in the bushes naked. So now the girl who I picked up gotta go pick her up. This when she had her car. Gotta go pick her up in Miami. So she was like, my car was a hoopty. Like, she was hoping that it was gonna make it. So she was like, okay, she made it to her friend. She was like, she was cussing her out. Like, girl, why would you do this? I told you not to hang with that boy. This and this and this. She heard about him. This and this, blah, 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 blah. The girl was like, I'm sorry. She gave her some clothes. They get in the car. She turned in the car won't start. Her car broke down. I was over it for her. When she was telling me, she was getting mad. Like, she was like, yeah, I was so mad because she was like doing her makeup and stuff. She slammed my damn window thing. I was like, girl, hold up, honey. Don't slam my stuff. I know you're mad. Don't slam my stuff. Whatever. We get close because she started really putting on makeup, spraying stuff or whatever. And I'm like, ooh, that smell like light blue Dolce & Gabbana. And she was like, you're right. I was like, I know this. I love to smell good. Whether it's a woman smells or a man smells, fragrance, I know it. I just know fragrances. So I'm dropping her off. She's like, don't pull up in front of the club. So as I'm pulling through, all these young men start walking to my car. And I'm like, lock my door? I don't play those types of games. Can y'all back up from my car? People always ask me like, am I scared during a lift? No, I ain't scared, and here's why. And you know what? I dropped her off, and that's the end of this story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please make sure you like, subscribe, follow. If you don't, so make sure you do it, and I'll be back with another story time very soon. I can't wait to tell you guys my next story time. It's about the queen herself. That's your hint. I feel like this is gonna be really fun. I'm so glad I decided to embark in this journey because you guys are gonna love what I got in store. And yeah, just make sure you come back, as I always say. Until next time, yo, it's Jamal. What you want, Jamal? Until next time, I'm out this piece. Oh my God. 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 Yeah.